Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Ryder, and this is a beginner's guide to Mei. In this video, we're going to go over the basic abilities and playstyle of Mei, and we're going to kind of go over some strengths, weaknesses, some different tips and tricks involving her, and some of the changes we saw in Overwatch 2 involving her that changed from Overwatch 1. This is kind of going to be a brief overview so that you can jump straight into quick play and competitive and kind of have an idea of how she works so that you're not going in blind and just reading the tooltips and not really knowing what you're doing. Keep in mind, in order to really master a hero in Overwatch, it takes some practice. It takes some consistent practice and usage of the hero to really master how this hero works. This is just going to be a brief overview, just kind of get you started. As always, guys, if you like the video here, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Check the description down below so you can go to my Twitch channel, drop a follow there so you know whenever I go live there, because I stream there pretty regularly, a number of different content. But without further ado, let's jump into Mei. So, Mei is a DPS hero, and she is one of the more annoying ones, to be completely honest, to fight against. If you're good at her, you'll be a terror to the enemy team. Her primary fire is her endothermic blasters. It has a primary fire, which is her little spray here, and her secondary fire, which is an icicle launch. It does a pretty respectable amount of damage from a distance. Headshots will absolutely one-shot lower health heroes, or drop them down to next to no health. She's kind of like a quasi-sniper in a way, because like there's really not any damage drop-off from it. It's just a matter of whether or not you can land the shot. As far as her endothermic blast, her primary fire, there was a change from Overwatch 1 to Overwatch 2. This used to freeze the target in place after a few seconds. Instead, now Blizzard has upped the damage output of the endothermic blaster. It just slows the enemy while doing ever increased ticking damage. Does not freeze the target anymore. It just does ticking damage across over time, and that damage has been increased in Overwatch 2. So, you're not going to be able to freeze them in place and icicle them in the head like you could in Overwatch 1. You're going to have to actually, bob and weave and be smart about it. You're still going to be pretty annoying because you're going to slow some of the faster heroes, and you're going to be pretty nasty in the damage output field. Her abilities are her Ice Tomb, which allows her to encase herself in ice for 5 seconds. It can be canceled by hitting your primary fire button. It has a 12-second cooldown, and it does heal you over time. This is basically your defensive. If you start getting focused by the enemy team and you feel like you're about to die and you give yourself a reset, you can hit the cocoon. It'll heal you up, give your teammates a chance to kind of save you, peel for you, something like that. Or if anything, it'll just heal you up and allow you to re-engage in the fight. This is something that also will protect you from a number of different ultimates, like Diva Bomb, Rip Tire, stuff like that. Things that are one hit, Reaper's Blossom, you can Ice Tomb, and it will nullify any of the damage from those ultimates. So it's also a good way to kind of nullify those ultimates and stop them in their tracks. And then you also have your Ice Wall. This wall is basically area denial. Nothing can shoot through it. You or your teammates, no one can walk through it. You or your teammates, as well as the enemies. Be mindful about this. It can be a help and a hazard. Do not want to just throw this out and block your tank off from getting back to your team. Your tank will hate you. Keep in mind, this is best used, it can be used offensively and defensively. I find it best used for area denial and defensive purposes, and stalling tactics. If you're being chased by an enemy and you need to run in the building, wall them off, wall the entrance off, well, now they can't get to you, and they'll have to damage the wall to get to you, giving you a chance to get away, get back to your team, and reset. It's also a good way to harass the enemy team in their spawn. You can block them into their spawn for a couple of seconds. You can block them from getting to the point for a couple of seconds. And you can also use it to kind of be a nuisance to Reinhardt's charging in, Rip Tires going in. You can use that to kind of like eat the wall, eat a bomb. If you time it right and Diva throws a bomb out, you can throw the wall up and the wall will eat the bomb. So, these are all things that the wall is used for. The cooldown doesn't start until after the wall goes away. That cooldown is approximately 7 seconds. So this is a very useful tool in Mei's kit, but be smart when using it. Don't block your own teammates off. They will hate you if you do. Her ultimate is her Blizzard. Now this allows her to throw her little robot companion out, and it forms a large area of effect. And any enemy caught in that area of effect Blizzard will be slowed down to a crawl and frozen in place. And they will take ticking damage while inside of it. I will demonstrate this on these mobs right over here. This here is a very mean ultimate to use. As you can see, they're slowly taking ticking damage. They freeze in place, and now you can kind of go through and just icicle targets and drop them down. This thing is absolutely devastating if you drop it on the entire team. Combo's great with Graviton Surge. You know, Zarya drops Grav, you drop Blizzard, and you can just absolutely clean up. You know, it's one of the stronger ultimates in the game, in my opinion, if used correctly. It is worth noting that if Mei dies in the process, even if she dies, the Blizzard will persist. So if you throw Blizzard down and they pick you, too late, Blizzard's down. They're still going to be affected by it. So your teammates will capitalize on it. But I still wouldn't, you know, run into the enemy team and be psychotic and just sacrifice yourself for it. As far as strengths and weaknesses to Mei, she is strong against a lot of your faster paced heroes like Tracer, Genji. She really messes Reaper up, and she's smart about it. You know, anybody that needs to make a quick escape, Mei will absolutely stop dead in their tracks. Because of the slowing effect, they can't get away as easily, and it's a very big pain in the butt. She can also, like I said, she can drop some of the lower health DPS and healers. So, you know, with that being said, she is pretty strong against some of the lower health healers like Zenyatta, Mercy. If she's able to land those icicles effectively, she will just be a terror to the entire team from her range. As far as weaknesses to her, to be completely honest, you know, she has a pretty decent health pool of 250 health. She's weak against pretty much anything that can really land a hit on her. You know, Sombra will really absolutely destroy her due to the fact that, you know, she will get locked out of her ability. She won't build Ice Tomb. She won't build a wall. She's not a very fast hero, so anything that's able to lock her down, Junkrat can kind of eat her alive pretty good because he doesn't really need to be up close. Anything from a distance will really... I said before that she's good at picking from a distance, but again, at the same time, she struggles against anything that is a distance type fighter. So Pharah's, Echoes, Torbjorn's turret, although not so much with that because she can shoot it from a distance, but still. But yeah, anything airborne, Junkrat, you know, Soldier 76, McCree, these heroes that can pick her off from a distance and not let her get close with this endothermic blaster, can really be a thorn in Mei's side. But, you know, at the same time, she has a lot of tools to really fight a lot of the different things that are strong against her. So I can't very well say that these heroes are bona fide weaknesses for her, but they are things that will give her a challenge. If I had to pick like designated weaknesses, it would just be Pharah and Echo, Widowmaker as well, and Hanzo. You know, but like I said, anything that can get her from a distance that doesn't let her get close with her endothermic blaster is gonna give Mei a hard time. Don't go in, you know, like I said, don't go in head first and just like be a psycho with this. She's not a frontline hero. She's not one that's going to just be able to run in there and just, you know, frontline attack the team. She'll get melted pretty quickly. Toon is only a 5-second immunity, and if the enemy team's smart enough, they can just move out and just delete you after the fact. But, I mean, all in all, this hero is very, very, very strong in the right hands, and an absolute terror in competitive. But yeah. That is the guide to Mei. If you guys have any questions or anything like that, or if you have any suggestions down below, please feel free to leave it in the comments. And I will see you guys in the next video. Yeah.